Have you used drugs?
Yeah, I've done drugs.
So what is this? What is this fancy word of experimenting? What are you experimenting?
Yes, I did drugs.
They don't have a special package and says this one is experimenting. So when you go into my body, when you go into my brain, when you go into my system, remember, don't do the things drugs do. Just experiment. There is nothing like that.
Yeah.
A drug is going to do what a drug does.
My dad was talking to another, let's say, Tangwaka. They called it that. My mom got to know of that. And she got her info and her WhatsApp number. Now, one night, my mom texted me that my dad is talking to this woman, and she lives in the country, and this is her number, and this is a profile picture. She even showed me the picture.
Your mother wanted to recruit you to go against your father for his own problems. When you refused, your mother recruited your father successively against you because she knew where your weaknesses were. Your mother knew you were using drugs long before she pronounced it to you and to your father. She was keeping it as a weapon of mass destruction for the day that you are not going to bend to her rules. And sure enough, she used it against you and turned your father against you. You thought that you could embarrass them by getting the attention of the neighbors.
Yeah. Now you're understanding it better.
So you succeeded one time, and then your mother told your father what to do about that vantage point that you thought you had. So the next time you did it, your father was ready. He is the one who went and picked up the neighbor and said, "Come, look at my boy, how he behaves after he takes drugs." And that card was taken away from him.
The neighbor connected my dad to the owner of the rehab. And then now the person of the rehab came.
You see that game now, how it was played?
Yeah.
Your father was 25 when he had his first child. By the time he is 23, he already had a wife.
Yeah.
And you at 23, you are being recruited to shame him in his own house that he built before he was 23. A life that he created before he was 23. You at 23 are in his house. Do you think at 23 your father was involved in the affairs of your grandfather?
I don't think so.
So what are you doing there? What are you doing in that house? If a tree falls in the forest and there is nobody there to hear, does it make a sound?
No.
So if those things were happening as they were happening, but you were not there to hear them and to see them and to be involved in the push and pull between your mother and your father, would it have bothered you? Would it have been your issue?
No.
Get the fuck out of there and grow the fuck up. Hello, mister.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You good?
I'm good. How is you?
Very good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying
Uh-huh.
the other one that we are doing, as in I can open my camera,
Yeah.
but when you put on YouTube, I didn't want my face to be seen. That was what I was saying.
So how would we do that?
Oh, so you prefer we do it through the WhatsApp?
Yeah, I think it is okay. If you don't want your face to be seen, then there is no need of doing a video call and then hide your face.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do this way.
But you can still put this on YouTube. It's no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you don't want your face to be seen, there's no point of shooting a video. Yeah.
So my name is Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Kenya. I have seen many of your videos.
Okay.
And I thought it would be good talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
Yeah.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
So what is going on with you?
So I've been listening to you and Kibe.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that maybe growing up we could have grown with this trauma from our parents.
Okay.
Which is maybe difficult sometimes to remove.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been listening to Kibe and sometimes some of your videos, but mostly of your videos I've listened to. And this 38-year-old man.
The what?
Hello? This 38-year-old man from this 38-year-old man who her mother left. Can you hear me?
No, I'm not remembering. Oh, no. That guy is 40, 45, 46?
Because the one who was living in Kilimani.
And his mother left when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, so he was saying that he married the version of his mother at 38.
Yes.
Yeah, so I thought maybe I could be living in that autopilot mode.
Okay.
Yeah, so my story is my parents, so my mother is, let's say, the provider, has been mainly the provider. My father has been has been providing, but my mom is more able.
Okay.
So my mom is more strict than, let's say, strict. So there's this incident that happened. My father used to drink a lot sometimes. Used to come late. Those kind of things. So there's this incident that my dad drank and came in the morning.
Okay.
After many such instances.
Yeah.
So when he came, now my mom is trying to convince me is trying to convince me and my sister to take her side and tell him to stop his actions that she's doing, like coming in the morning after drinking a lot. You can see.
So
Hello?
she's recruiting you and your sister to confront your father in the morning when he shows up.
Yeah.
Like to be a part of a intervention.
Yeah, and I've been part of that for a long time. Let's say I've been for a long time. I was taking her side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's, let's say, recruiting me and my sister to tell him off.
And how old are you?
My dad.
How old are you at the time?
How?
How old are you at the time?
I was not so far, like 18 or 19, let's say, yeah.
Okay.
Or 20.
And your sister?
Yeah. My sister is much older than me. She's like 7 years older than me.
Okay.
6.5. Yeah.
And all these things are happening at the family house?
Yeah, and yes.
You
Now
already-
many of the incidences have happened like that, but this is the recurrent one. The it happened karibu sana.
What do you mean? More recently?
The recent one, yeah.
And you live in the city setting or in the village setting?
I'm in the city setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So my dad came late. Now my dad is trying to tell them that he got drunk and blacked out at the car. He's trying to explain the side of his story.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom is telling him off. But why do you always do this? Because my dad has, let's say, he has done this for let's say he stops and then does that again, like, yeah. So hello.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
So he's trying to recruit us. Now my dad is trying to tell his story. Now it got to a time that my mom and my sister got too hard on him.
Yeah.
That I had to take his side, like trying to that I had to take his side, like telling them that they're too hard. They should just listen to the story.
Yeah.
But my mom and sister going hard on him, and I had to take the side of my dad. Now after taking the side of my dad, they all came to me at once. Why are you not agreeing with us? You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you not agreeing with us? Yeah, that. Yeah. The next day, my mom did not sleep at the house, and then came the following day afterwards.
Where did she
and
go?
I realized that. Yeah.
Where did she go?
I've never asked her where she went.
How long ago is this?
So it's a bit long ago.
Like, you're 23 now. How old were you at the time?
Like 2 years ago. Let's say 2 years ago. I was 21. Let's say.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, yeah, I took his side. Yeah, and then he went, slept, and then came the following day. Yeah, like that. After taking the side of my mom, after listening to Kibe's videos, I understood how things go like that. But most of the times I used to take my mom's side.
Yeah.
But because that time I took my father's side, she was shocked why I did that, because she's not used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, things got well. They got along afterwards. Then afterwards, my mom changed sides on me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because she noticed I'm seeing the bad side of her. She started telling my father, my dad, I've joined the bad group of friends, those kind of things. Like in the bedroom, those kind of things, that I've joined bad group of friends, nini. So my dad started coming hard on me afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
What?
I was in the side of I went to the side of my dad, and then my mom went back and said I was joining the bad group of friends.
Yeah.
Now my dad later afterwards came hard on me, started coming hard on me. Like, why are you coming? Why are you joining? Like, those kind of things.
So she tried to recruit you on her side to go against your dad. And when she failed, she went to the dad and recruited him against you.
Yeah. Yeah, because now let's say my dad is the Kinodhia.
Yeah.
She listened to her. Now my dad started coming hard on me, those kind of things. And then there was an incident. And then those kind of things my dad used to come to my room. Now my mom used to come to my room saying my room is dirty, those kind of things. Now my dad now started coming to my room again, throwing clothes down, saying these clothes are dirty. Why did you do this? And then now when the situation got worse is when my dad one day came. I had given my bicycle to one of my friends. Now on that day, now in the night, he stayed like with the bicycle for like, let's say for one week. Now let's say now a night afterwards, my dad came and asked, "Where is your bicycle?" I told him I gave it to my friend. And then he started saying, you sold the bicycle, let's go for the bicycle to your friend. You cannot go to my friend at the night because of a bike that he'll bring. I'm telling him he'll just bring, but I've not sold it. Now he's saying, we go for it at the night. He kept pushing me until it became like a fight. Started beating me, those kind of things. Now when it got to the rim, like he's pushing me, I got out of the house. Now, because I realized the pressure was coming from my mom, now I was trying to calm my mom down through getting hurt. So after my dad pushing me, I got out of the house and punched the window, it broke. Now you see the neighbor's heart. Hello?
Yeah.
The neighbor's heart after that. So after punching the window, I was telling him, why are you doing that? Because I'm telling him, I given the bicycle to my friend, but he's telling me to go for it at night. Now the neighbors heard, and then I got back to the house. After that incident, I got back to the house. I just wanted the neighbors to hear what was going on so that the situation could be controlled. Now, after that, things got quiet, those kind of things. Now afterwards, now the pressure was coming from my mom at that time. Now, let's say some days later, after doing that, my dad called the cops on me. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
My dad called the cops. One night I heard the bell ring. After the bell rang, he went and opened it. And then he called my name. You come. Now I came to the gate. And then I found out that they were cops. They were the police. And then the police, and then he started saying that, and then the police asked, you are with a certain boy, I don't know who did what, like, you are in a certain gang. And my dad was just there. I put it the Ndudi, which were with the police, and then we went to the cell. And then my dad came with the car and followed, and my mom and my sister. Coming to the cell, I knew it was a setup all along, so I just kept quiet. Now in the police station, not station for that, like it's a small station. The police started asking me, why are you in a gang? Why have you joined in a gang? And then my dad is there. Why are you joined the gang?
So you mean a gang?
A gang, a gang.
No, when you say
No,
gang, it sounds like a pastora. But you mean a gang?
A gang, a bad group of people. You know, all this started from my mom. When she started saying, "I've joined a bad company." They're calling it a gang. Now she had recruited my father. She had entered my father's head, and now my father called the cops on me later on. After that, and
which police station did they take you to?
Huh?
Which police station?
Which police?
Yeah, police station.
Yeah, a police, not a really big one, but a small one.
Where?
This in Nairobi.
Which one?
It's just this one's in the estate.
Huh?
The small ones. not the big ones.
What is the name of the post?
I can't remember.
Which estate?
I can't remember the name. Huh?
What estate is it?
What?
What estate?
It's in Nairobi.
Which estate?
Ngara.
But there is Pangani police station.
Oh, okay. I don't. It's a small one. I don't remember the name at that time, but
Okay.
it was just a small one.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, yeah, we kept going. Now the police are asking me why we joined a gang. Yeah, I was just quiet at that time. I was not saying anything, and my dad is there saying, "Dennis, siku hizi umebadilika sana. Mbona umejoin gang?" Now I'm quiet because I know what he has done. After keeping quiet, I slept in the station, and then he came for me in the morning and removed me with my mother and sister. Now my mother is there, like looking like sympathetic. What my sister is like she's emotional. Yeah, and then we just went home. I just went in my room. I kept quiet after that. Yeah, like it was on a Friday when I slept in the cell in Thursday
Mm-hmm.
and came back on Friday. Now Saturday, we just quiet. I was just quiet Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now on Sunday, there was an electrician who came home to fix something. Now my mother was just with my dad in the sitting room. They were just laughing. I don't know what they were laughing about. Now that angered me because I thought my mom would be there saying, will be angry and not talking to my dad at that time after doing that. But later on, I see her laughing with my dad. And I got angry. Now I went to my dad. I asked my dad, why did you do that? Oh, why did you do that? Because when my dad took me to the station, he was saying I was in a gang, and he said I was smoking weed, yani bangi. I was smoking weed, and with no evidence of that weed. And I've never smoked at that time. I'd never smoked any weed, and I've never smoked weed at that time. Now I confronted my dad at that time. I asked him, why did you tell the police I'm in a gang and I smoke weed and you have no evidence of that? And he started saying, because of the things you do. Because, and in Kiswahili he said, hizo vitu natumianga Dennis, ndio maana nilikupeleka police. Sasa nikamuuliza vitu gani hizo vitu? Now I got angry. I threw a phone on the wall. Now when my dad saw, I got a little bit emotional, and let's say I was aggressive at some point. He went outside and called the neighbor. After calling the neighbor came and talked to me like that. There are those scenarios like that. But after that, my dad still came pushing on me like that. But now I started getting aggressive. When he started pushing me, I was banging things like milango. Yeah, now the neighbors were hearing. After that, after seeing that, I was taken to rehab. Hello.
To rehab for what?
Hello. Yeah, now you know he was saying I was in a gang and I was smoking those things, but I was not doing that. Okay, I never smoked weed. Let's say like one puff from experimenting from my friends, but I was not doing that. Okay, it was not a regular thing, but let's say I've done it like once or twice. Now after going to rehab, they tested me and my samples. Now of course they found that there were elements of weed. Now I stayed in the rehab for 3 weeks because I was not an addict. 3 weeks, and then I came back home. Yeah, and then after that, now things have just been going on that way. But But what I realized from what happened is all came from my mother after persuading my dad, after recruiting my dad to so that I take her side. That's what I realized from that experience, which has taken me much long to recover from that. So after that, I went to rehab. Yeah, but after rehab, I was still aggressive when my dad was still pushing me and telling me what to do. I was not healed from that. I was still banging doors. Like when I was just confronted a little by my dad, I started punching doors, those kind of things. Now, when my dad saw it was a little bit getting worse, he called the cop that he called one of the polite cops that was that had taken me to the police station at that time. Now that police took me to one day. He came and said he wants to take me to guidance and counseling hub. Now that guidance and counseling hub was actually a hospital. Went to the hospital. That person told me I had ADHD. Do you know what is ADHD?
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me I had ADHD. So I stayed in the hospital for 1 week. For 1 week. After 1 week, now I came back home and I've been on drugs like for 1 year. ADHD drugs. So I realized that okay, it can be ADHD, but maybe the ADHD is caused by trauma that is brought from my parent, that is my mother. That's what I realized at that time. So I don't know what's your take on that.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, actually I finished.
Where did you go to school?
ZTech.
What did you study?
Yeah?
What did you study?
IT.
And how old were you when you finished?
I was 22.
But you are 23 now.
22. Yeah, now I'm 23.
So you were staying home while you're going to school?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I still stay at home.
Huh?
Yeah.
You are still staying with your parents?
Yeah.
Do you have a job?
Yeah. Hello.
Do you have a job?
Not still. I've not gotten one.
Yeah.
But I'm in the process of getting a scholarship in Turkey. Another course.
Were you born in
I can do that.
Were you born in the city?
Yeah, I was born in the city.
In Gara?
Yeah.
You grew up in Gara?
Pardon?
Did you grow up in Gara?
Yeah, I grew up in Gara, but we went up country after, let's say, when I was in class, let's say like 4.
Okay.
Went up country like class 3, and then came back in the city when I was in, let's say, class 8.
So
yeah.
Which school did you do your KCSE in? Which school did you do your KCSE in?
I was in GRS.
No. KCPE, sorry.
KCP?
Yeah.
It's a school called Vika Memorial.
Vika Memorial?
Yeah.
And why had they taken you to the village?
Actually, what happened is they wanted to try a business up country. It was a business they were opening after making some money in the city. So after the business backfired, my mom got a job in the city. Now we had to come back, all of us. Later on, then my dad got a job, but they opened a company. Let's say a company in the uptown, in the village. Yani the both of them. But let's say it backfired. Now they had to my mom got a job in the city. Now we came back.
What is your earliest memories of your father drinking?
Earliest memories was, it started from a long time ago. Like when I was small, my mom used to tell me, and my dad, my dad used to not have that lot of money. My first memory, let's say, was from a very young age. Let's say 6.
When you were in the village?
6 or
even when you were in the village, you were still drinking?
In the city, but my dad was not that. He used to do like that one time, and then he stays from it, saying he's recovering, and then he does that again, like hard, and then he stops, and then he does that again. Like it was occasional, yeah.
So your earliest memory of your dad drunk is when you were 6 years old?
When I was 6, yeah.
And then
now from that time,
15 years later, at 21, your mother is recruiting you to confront your dad for drinking.
Yeah, now at that time, I took the side of that was the first time I actually took the side of my dad. And she was actually surprised. Even my sister said she'll never talk to me because of that.
But your father's drinking is not a newfound hobby.
Yeah.
He's been drinking all your life. So
yeah, let's say
why is your mother making it sound like this is the time for intervention? She married a drunkard.
It was okay. He drinks, but he had overdone it. Let's say it was his mistake because he came actually in the morning. Now the previous occasion, the previous one that happened is when we went to the club. I don't know, someone put something, maybe, I don't know, something on his drink, like mchele. Now after putting mchele, let's say he got his M-Pesa, I don't know, PIN, and started texting the people to send money on his number. Now many people sent money on his number. Later on, they were gone. They realized it was a con person. Now that was the previous occasion. Now before him coming late in the morning on that occasion.
Bottom line, your mother married a drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother married an alcoholic. So I want us to solve that issue first so that we can stay away from it.
Yeah.
I want us to solidify that issue first so that we can walk away from it, so that we can deal with you. Your mother has known who your father is all her marriage life.
Yeah, no, she's trying to let's say, to take us to tell him that is not right.
But
those kind of things.
It's not your place to do that. It's not your place.
So after that occasion of drinking, those kind of things, there's an occasion that my dad was talking to another. Okay, we have an up country home. No, she was talking to another lady. To, let's say, Pangwaka. They called it that. To another lady. Now my mom got to know of that, and she got her info and her WhatsApp number. Now one night my mom texted me that my dad is talking to this woman, and she lives in the country, and this is her number, and this is a profile picture. She even showed me the picture. Now, and then I told my mom I should not be. She should not be telling me these kind of things, yeah, because they were affecting me, those kind of things. Yeah. Hello?
I'm listening to you, bro.
Yeah, so actually I switched on from our side kabisa, and now after she realized that I took the side of my dad, now she went to the ear of my dad and convinced him that I was the bad one. And then my dad listened to her, and then my dad now came hard on me.
So does she do the same things to your sister? Did she tell your sister about your father's friend?
Yeah, most likely, because I think so. Actually, now they are perfect friends with my sister after realizing that I took the side of my dad. Now they most likely talk with my sister. Now let's say she tries to befriend my sister after that occasion, after realizing I took the side of my dad.
So your mother is recruiting the children to fight her battles with her husband.
Yeah. And I realized that maybe that could have maybe affected me in many ways and could have led to my ADHD at that time.
No,
At this time.
ADHD is just some fancy word that they picked up and gave you the label so that you can feel like a victim.
Oh.
Are you a victim?
Huh?
Are you a victim?
Most likely because I've been on the drugs for a while. Yeah. And I've not been feeling, let's say I've not, from many occasions I've been feeling like maybe depressed. I don't know why I've been, and I was angry.
So about that.
Mm-hmm.
When they were accusing you of using drugs, you were actually using drugs.
Okay, I've ever experimented, but I was not
I want you to qualify this statement. When they were accusing you of using drugs, you were actually using drugs.
I've taken a puff at that time, but I was not using, like I was not buying drugs, but I was not an addict.
When they were accusing you of smoking marijuana, you were smoking marijuana.
Okay, let's say yes.
Marijuana would not show up in a drug test at the rehab that they took you to, or the hospital. Well, the rehab first. If you had not taken it, they can
take. It showed up in the.
Huh?
It showed up.
So, how did it show up? Second-hand smoking? Why did it show up? Why did you test positive for marijuana?
Okay, so after he called actually it was the neighbor who called the person from the rehab. Now the person from the rehab came and said that he was a guidance and counseling person.
It was a what?
Talked to me.
Wait. Slowly. One more time about the neighbor.
Okay, so after that incident happened, my dad called. Actually, he did not take me to the rehab directly. He called the neighbor and said that this person may be high on drugs. That's why he's been acting like this.
No, we will come to that. We will come to that. We will come to that.
Okay.
Let's fast forward to the hospital, to the rehab, and you are testing positive for marijuana. What is that about?
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, pardon?
What was that about?
Yeah, it is marijuana. It was weird.
Marijuana is weed. Weed is marijuana.
Yeah.
Why did you test positive for marijuana?
Yeah, because I had never done that. I had never, let's say, experimented with that.
Do you know how long it takes?
8 years.
Do you know how long it takes for it to be detected in your system?
How long it takes to be? Yes, it was taken to the hospital, and then it took like 2 days or
No, slow down. If you are testing for marijuana, it's because you have taken marijuana recently.
Okay. Yeah, it was the recent one I had taken it.
So they were never wrong about you being on drugs.
Let's say, yeah, they were right about. My dad had guessed rightly about
But
about
you
that.
kept denying it and causing drama. You wanted to use drama to deny that you are taking marijuana.
So what happened when the rehab guy came? I told him that yes, I'd never done marijuana, and then he talked to me, and then went back to the sitting room, and then he said, "This guy is not he doesn't look like an addict. He's not an addict because they even come with an injection so that they inject me." Now he said that I was not an addict, but I'd never done that.
From that day on, you've been doing more drugs than you were doing before they took you to the rehab, correct?
Pardon?
You have done more drugs now than you did when they were accusing you of doing drugs.
When they accused me, I never did that again.
But now you're doing it more.
No, I don't do it because I've never done drugs again.
But that's what you told me earlier on when you started. You said at the time you were not taking. You were even trying to say you are not even doing it when they were accusing you of doing it. At the time you are not taking it, meaning that now you do it.
No, I told you I had never experimented it.
No,
but I was not.
Bro, it showed up in your drug test.
Yeah.
So that denial is very suspicious. It showed up in your system.
It showed up because I'd done it, let's say, recently. Like I met a friend. They were just like in a party, and then he told me to take one sip of that, take one puff of that, and then I took up 2 puffs of it, or 3. Now that was my first encounter with drugs. And then let's say, yeah.
And then how long after that did they test you?
After that, it took like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
After that encounter.
You are lying and you are in denial. You came to me for me to validate you as a victim.
Yeah.
You taking a puff 3 weeks prior would not show up 3 weeks later in a drug test. So you probably need to talk to somebody else who is going to validate your victimhood.
Okay, I'd experimented many times. Okay, let's say, I had done marijuana then. I was a victim of that.
So you have looked for a perfect opportunity to paint your parents as the bad ones so that you can escape your own responsibility and accountabilities. You are not going to test positive after 3 weeks of taking a puff in a Fred's party. Tafuta mtu mwingine wako wa matope wa kudanganya.
Tuseme nilikuwa okay at that time, nilikuwa nimefanya 3 puffs at that time, but prior on bado kuna mabeshte, as in nikipatana na mabeshte wako na weed, bado na smoke puff.
You see, you still packaging yourself as a victim. You are a baby that get fed poisoned, contaminated baby milk. You have no choice. You have no say in this. They just put the baby bottle in my face, and I sucked on it. Things happen to you. It's just friends, and they tell you, puff this one. That's what you're trying to do here, to run away from your own accountability and responsibility. Because you want the focus to be on your mother. Right?
Yeah.
This whole conversation, you packaged it as, let's talk about my mother. We'll talk about your mother, but let's deal with you first.
Okay. What? Okay, I was not actually really putting it on the side of my mother. I was trying to.
No, yeah,
you get a validation from you.
You came and said you have trauma and you think your mother put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are in denial. You are a very sketchy human being. You want things to go your way so that at the end of the day you become a victim. You want to be validated as a victim. Things happen to you. There is no responsibility.
Yeah.
But where is your accountability for your behavior?
Okay, let's say I was a victim of the marijuana at that time. That
you are not a victim. You were using marijuana.
Yeah, I was using marijuana at that time.
And all this outburst and violence at home, they contributed it to that. And they were right about it.
Yeah, let's say, maybe as we put it as that, you can relate it to that.
I mean, what is the point? What is the point of having this conversation if you're going to lie? Why don't you just stay with your lie? I mean, you were just doing just fine with your lies. Why scratch? Why disturb the lie?
Okay, maybe it's a misunderstanding because
I'm not misunderstanding anything.
Mm-hmm.
I am not misunderstanding anything.
Okay, you know what I told you, IQ? I said that the first time I had ever experimented marijuana, but yes, let's say I never experimented, but I'm not an addict of that. Then that's what I was trying to tell you at that time.
Is marijuana a drug?
Yeah.
Have you used drugs?
Yeah, I've done drugs.
So what is this? What is this fancy word of experimenting? What are you experimenting?
Oh yes, I did drugs.
Doing drugs is not cooking classes. Doing drugs is doing drugs. There is no experimenting. They don't have a special package and says, this one is experimenting. So when you go into my body, when you go into my brain, when you go into my system, remember, don't do the things drugs do. Just experiment. There is nothing like that.
Yeah.
A drug is going to do what a drug does.
Yeah, maybe that could have been the cause of the outburst at that time.
So, your mother wanted to recruit you to go against your father for his own problems. When you refused, your mother recruited your father successively against you because she knew where your weaknesses were. Your mother knew you were using drugs long before she pronounced it to you and to your father. She was keeping it as a weapon of mass destruction for the day that you are not going to bend to her rules. And sure enough, she used it against you and turned your father against you. Right?
Right. You know what actually happened? My mom was saying, okay, I could hear my mom say, like telling my dad, I joined a gang, any bad friends. He was saying like, ama vijana Dennis, ama vijana huyu mtoto amejoin si mzuri.
But you were in a group of guys that was supplying you the drug. Where is the lie?
There's some truth in that, maybe.
So, your mother knew your vulnerabilities. And when it was to her advantage, that's when she pulled out that card. When she couldn't turn you against your father, she went with the information she had against you and turned your father against you. And now you thought that you could embarrass them by getting their attention. There's so much noise in the background.
Can you hear me? Is it better?
You thought that you could embarrass them by getting the attention of the neighbors.
Yeah. Now you're understanding it better.
So you succeeded one time, and then your mother told your father what to do about that vantage point that you thought you had. So the next time you did it, your father was ready. He is the one who went and picked up the neighbor and said, come. And now took that vantage point away from you. He is the one who invited the neighbor and said, come look at my boy, how he behaves after he takes drugs. And that card was taken away from you. Now, you were telling me, let's go back there now. You are telling me that your neighbor was consulted. Was it at the hospital or at the rehab?
But was my neighbor?
Who called your neighbor? Was it the hospital or the rehab?
It was, who called at first it was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad called the neighbor. After some time, the neighbor called the neighbor connected my dad to the owner of the rehab. And then now the person of the rehab came.
You see that game now, how it was played?
Yeah. But I don't think that my mom actually, because at that time the police were coming, I had come from outside, I'd come from school at that time. I just entered the house. After just entering like this, I heard the knock at the gate. And then there were the police. Actually, my mom was not aware that my dad had called the cops on me. After going to the station, that's when she realized that what had happened.
So why are you still staying in your parents' house at 23?
Huh?
Why are you still staying in your parents' house at 23?
Because I've not finished long ago. I've just finished recently school.
But why are you still staying in your parents' house at 23?
Let's say lack of a job. I've not yet found a job to
No,
do.
not lack of a job.
Mhm.
You are in Nairobi.
Uh-huh.
You are born in the city. People come
Yeah.
from Karachuonyo and Morarandia and Kanyanyaini and Igebu and Oyugis and Kericho and Marsabit to Nairobi and they get jobs. You were born city. You live in Gara.
Yeah.
There is no shortage of jobs in Nairobi. You were not motivated to get a job. Big difference.
Yes. Maybe that motivation. I don't. Maybe let's say because I just finished school recently.
No,
Actually,
no.
I'm just.
Walk away. Walk away from the excuse of school. Finishing school and getting a job they are not connected. You should have started working at 17. Should have started working at 18.
I actually have I have a job, but I've not moved outside.
What?
I do, but it's not a well-paying job. It's just a job that maybe I can earn like something like.
Finish the
500
sentence.
from
Finish the
that.
sentence. I do what? What do you
I
do?
do a job of photography and film, but that's not a job that can make me move out of my parents' house.
Why? It has for a lot of people. Why is it not working for you?
Because maybe let's say I can get maybe 800 in a week from that. 800 in a week. I cannot get a house from that kind of income.
When was the last time you did photography?
Last week. It's an occasional job because sometimes I'm called. He says, let's take this film. Now, let's say like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because it's just an occasional job sometimes. Let's say like sometimes ago I was actually going like every week, but now it became occasional. Like he calls me, says this time comes, and then he keeps quiet. Yeah.
What was the occasion that you did photography on last time?
What was the occasion that I did photography in? When I was in first year.
No. This 2 weeks ago, you did photography. What was it for?
It was for a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I do film for these ones for TikTok, like those advertisements.
But TikTok advertisements are happening every 15 seconds. Where is your input on that?
As in, when he needs like a video, he calls me and says like, come take a video of this kind of dishes. I come, I take, and then I go.
Yeah, but you're not motivated. Not that there are no jobs. You're not motivated. Because you do not want to grow the fuck up. You still want to stay in mama's house at 23, fighting with your father in his house. Becoming the king to see the faults and the shortcomings of your own father in his house at 23. How old is your father?
50 something, 55, 52, 53.
Is that a 6 or a 5?
55 hapo. I think it's 55.
55.
Yeah?
55, 55. How old is your sister?
My sister is a little bit older. 6 years from 20, 7 years from 23, 30.
30.
Yeah,
How old are you?
23.
23. Your father was 25 when he had your daughter, your sister.
Yeah.
Your father was 25 when he
My?
had. Your father was 25 when he had his first child.
Yeah. Yes.
So how old do you think he was when he started making a family, when he was ready to get a wife? It takes 9 months for a baby to come out of the belly. So 24 is out of the equation. So
23.
by the time he's 23, he already had a wife.
Yeah.
Is he a Kikuyu?
Yes.
So he had done all the processes of the Kohadaivege, Narorashio, na all those things to convince this other family that he is mature enough to keep somebody's daughter. Yes? At 23. Yes? Are you listening to me? I can hear you. Stay there.
Yes.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So by the time he's 23, he has gone to somebody's home and convinced that man that he can keep his daughter.
Yeah.
How old are you?
23.
At 23, your father had done that.
Yeah.
In an era where the opportunities for school, opportunities for work were fewer than they are right now.
Yes.
And you at 23, you are being recruited to shame him in his own house that he built before he was 23. A life that he created before he was 23. You at 23 are in his house.
Okay, you know, I saw that, lakini hiyo time nilikuwa jaribu kumtetea. So after kujaribu kumtetea, and then now he later came hard on me after me.
Do you think at 23 your father was involved in the affairs of your grandfather?
I don't think so.
So what are you doing there? What are you doing in that house? If a tree falls in the forest and there is nobody there to hear, does it make a sound?
No.
So if those things were happening as they were happening, but you were not there to hear them and to see them and to be involved in the push and pull between your mother and your father, would it have bothered you? Would it have been your issue?
No.
Get the fuck out of there and grow the fuck up. This nonsense of these beautiful woke labels of ADHD, and you're so comfortable with it because now you have found somewhere you can plug into victimhood. So they get you away from these drugs and they put you in these other drugs. Because these ones here, they can manage. They are the ones selling them. They are the ones making the money out of it. The ones you are in here, they are not involved in it. So they create a whole new enterprise of rehab and hospitals and counseling and ADHD diagnostics and therapists and all this nonsense, because now you have become a product. At 23. Get out of that house. Do anything else other than stay in that house. Go become a street beggar before you can spend another night in that house. But you don't want to do that because you want to be a victim. You want to be a victim. Does your sister stay in the same house? Is your sister in the same house?
Yeah, she's not still moved out.
Huh?
She's still there.
At 30.
Yeah.
No boyfriend, no marriage, no child. Ama akona mtoto?
She recently brought her boyfriend at home. Yeah.
You guys are sucking the energy out of your father in a time where he should be enjoying his life without the people that he has slaved for turning against him and guilting him and judging him for his own life. So this conversation is not about your mother. If I was going to have a conversation with your mother, it would be with your sister, but not with you.
Yes.
No. You have no business being there.
Yeah?
You have no business being there.
Pardon? I've not heard you right now.
You have no business being in that house. You have no business being involved in your parents' affairs.
Yes.
You have no business
Actually,
being recruited by your mother to turn against your father.
Yeah.
You have actually done what?
I was saying I was actually trying to. Yes, I'm not supposed to be at that home at 23, but I've actually been trying to stay out of those things between them by staying on the side of my father at that time.
Trying is not doing. Trying is not doing. You're trying to cope in a situation you should not be in.
Yeah,
you should not be in is the whole point. Get a job. Go clean some toilets. Go do something. Go carry mizigo gikoba na mugongo. Anything to stay away from there. But you don't have the motivation. City boy. Soft life ambassadors. Or go to, are you from Moranga?
Yeah?
Is your village home in Moranga?
Yeah.
Do they have coffee or tea or bananas? What do they have there?
Coffee, let's say coffee, a coffee plantation and some yeah. A coffee plantation and some
So you from Meru area?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Coffee, Mira, those kind of things.
Have you considered going there and trying the village life, away from the nonsense of drugs in Nairobi? I mean, what could go wrong?
I've tried that. I've considered that, but I've just finished recently. As in, I've not even graduated from school. We're supposed to graduate on December, November. There.
That's not an excuse. It would be an excuse by you saying you are in this attachment, you are in this placement, you are doing this part-time job so that you can get the skills of the course that you studied, so that by the time you are graduating, they can either keep you or you can propel into a better job, permanent job. That's not the language. The language here is excuse. You are looking for every reason to fail. So even the idea of going to the village and taking care of that ancestral property, you are not invested in it. You just say now you've been thinking about it. You have not been thinking about anything. You are the concrete jungle kids of Nairobi. Rootless. Bila mizizi. Imagine sitting in your age in the house with your old sister and your mother, planning against your father in his house. Kama ni mimi naweza wakatakata na panga kama Mumeru,
lakini
niwatupie mbwa.
Pia hapo hadi mimi nilikuwa najaribu kujitoa, lakini sasa hadi hapo nimejitoa kabisa. Hapo hadi nimejitoa, sikuangi hapo hadi kabisa. Hapo kwa kutake sides. But hapo kwa job na kupata.
What are you doing there, bro?
Huh?
If you had good company, those people would have shown you, tuende mjengo Milimani, tuende mjengo Kirereshwa. Hey, kampuni yetu, they are hiring. I can put a good name for you. But you don't even have good friends. You have druggies.
You know what happened? You know what has happened? I just finished my diploma.
No, mimi sitaki kusikia mambo ya masomo. Hakuna. Sababu hakuna kitu naniambia. I go to school Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday I do this. I go to school 8 to 4, and then in the evening I do this kibarua. I go to school Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I am a server in a cafe in Westland. You are not telling me that story, which should be the story of the city people. That's not the story you are telling me. Every time you are going back to school is an excuse for a reason to fail.
Wajua nimekuambia aje, I had a job that nilikuwa nafanya as a part-time.
Yes, the photography job. I heard you loud and clear. But you are not consistent, you are not dependable, you are not reliable. So they do not call you. I caught all that. Amma? Am I reading it wrong?
Okay, hapo kwa the reliability part, there was a time actually, okay, tuseme ni wao side yao lack of alisema they do not have the enough funds, like funds zinaenda.
Yes, that's the lingo they give, because people don't speak directly like I am doing. So they give you this coded language that leaves you more confused. They give you excuses. I don't know how to do that. So I actually say what I mean, and I mean what I say. The problem is you are not reliable. Photography is a full-time enterprise. Full-time. You cannot say the last time you did it was 2 weeks ago. So what is happening in the space of photography since you left it? It's still going on. You are just the wrong person because you don't have the work ethics. I mean, the only thing you needed to tell me is you are 23, living with your parents, at the house and your mother is using you to struggle against your father. That's all I need to know. Then I'll judge you and misjudge you.
Yes.
Yeah. But if the conversation was, I got tired of this situation at home and hanging out with losers, so I have changed my life and this is what I'm doing. I'm starting from scratch. I have a 10 by 10 single room in Mother North and I'm working this gig 7 days a week as I lift myself up. That's a conversation I would want to have. But if the premise is this, no, I will judge you harshly and I will misjudge you on purpose, just to jolt you out of that nonsense until you prove yourself. You want to be a victim.
Pardon?
Imagine they created rehabs because they knew you would exist. What does that say about you? A business that should not exist is flourishing. Is that the best use of your parents' money? Who pays for the rehab?
I don't. The parents and maybe some parts an insurance, but most likely are the parents.
That is the best use of your parents' money, to put you in a rehab. That's the conversation you are having. In an alternative world, you would be sitting them down, convincing them that you have this business plan and you're very sure if it's going to work. If they invested the same exact money they are paying in the rehab into your idea, but you choose rehab. City boy.
Like the time I was taken to rehab at that time, I was feeling like, actually, okay, maybe it's because of, okay, as you put it, maybe it's because of marijuana. But that time I was feeling like I was mentally drained. I was feeling I was not okay. So maybe I thought that I didn't tell them, but I agreed to go because the person of the rehab said you can still go, but it's still optional. But I thought I did not decline to go to the rehab because I thought I needed that maybe because they offered therapy, and yeah, that kind of thing. I was feeling like I was not okay at that point.
So you needed somewhere to take a vacation from staying in your parents' house as an adult. Is that what you're telling me? Staying in your parents' house as an adult was so exhausting, you were drained. When you got this option of going to rehab, you are like, sign me up.
At that time I was, at that time I was in school. I'm not finished school yet.
And how are you concentrating in school with all these dramas happening around you?
I just managed. I just managed to finish.
Is that why you are not even getting any job that is related to what you studied?
I think so.
You are 23 in 2025. You'll be 28 in 2030.
28, yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 2030?
Maybe abroad, those kind of things.
Huh?
I think I'll be abroad because I've actually gotten a scholarship in Turkey for another course.
Which kind of abroad is this?
Which kind of
Abroad.
it's still film and photography.
You've gotten
A
a scholarship. You've gotten a scholarship with who?
With
Tell me about the scholarship.
it's a scholarship of a university in Turkey. That actually we did a small exam and I managed to pass. So I managed to get a 100% scholarship in Turkey. Now I'm supposed to go a few months from now. Maybe let's say July, August, September. Now that's what I'm waiting for.
You did a test where?
It was an online test.
How did you find them?
My mom, it was actually through my mom. She went to a place. It was a UNICEF team. She went to UNICEF and she told me to do some exam. Yeah, and I managed to pass. Then I got a scholarship after that.
UNICEF is involved in scholarships for photography in Turkey.
Yeah.
And that sounds legit to you.
Actually, I don't. It was a company. Okay. My mom just went to a place. She met some people. Yeah. I think it's UNICEF, something like UNICEF.
You don't know what it is.
But we're waiting for a letter from the university to understand it better. So.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I've actually applied one.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I have one. I'm renewing one. I had one, but it had expired. So I'm renewing.
So when are you going to be in Turkey?
If everything goes well, they are saying that voting date is on September. So we are waiting.
Do you need a visa to go to Turkey to study?
Yeah?
Do you need a visa to go to Turkey?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you applied for the visa? Have you applied for the visa?
We are waiting for the admission letter first, and then now we get to understand. Now we proceed with the other part.
Do you know the name of? Do you know the name of the place you're going to?
It's a university.
In which city?
It's in Turkey. I'm not sure of the city.
So you don't have any details of anything, because things just happen to you.
It's in Cyprus.
Cyprus is not in Turkey.
Okay, I'm not sure of the city. Maybe I like to hear about that.
23. Things are happening to you. Do you think you have the discipline to live in another country? You probably haven't not thought about this, so I'm just fast forwarding things, because you don't even know the name of the college. You don't know when you are going. You don't know when you're going to get a visa. But now you get there. Do you actually think you have the discipline to stay in another country? They don't know what that means in Turkey or Cyprus or Georgia. They don't know what that means. I mean, it's not a province in Kenya. It's a country. Do you have the discipline to do
Sure.
what it takes to live in another country? You know your mom is not going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Your mom knows more about that school than you do. Your moms have more details and everything. She's the one who sourced it. She has all the details about everything more than you do. But you're gonna strap yourself in an airplane seat and go there. And so far, you have not even invested as little as interest. Interest itself. You don't have the interest. And you actually think you have the mental fortitude to survive in another country. Mister, what do you think should happen to you at 23?
Pardon?
What do you think should happen to you at 23?
You know, maybe I thought of continuing with education because I saw maybe there's an opportunity in that in photography. So, yeah.
And the last time you did photography was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah?
The last time you did photography was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to pursue in Turkey or Cyprus.
Yes.
Does it sound real to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've experimented it.
Yeah.
Something that I've experimented.
Those are the same words you used when you described using drugs. You experimented.
As in, it's something that I've done.
Are you good at it?
I'm getting better as time go, but I'm not that perfect at it. But I'm good at it.
Do you
But
have
not
do you
perfect.
have do you have your work displayed on your social media accounts?
Do I have? Oh, I have an account that I'm managing, a restaurant account, and I've done several reels of some clubs of a club. Do you know what reels are?
No, I don't know what
As in
reels are. Tell me, what are reels?
editing videos, editing club videos, those kind of things, taking videos and editing. And posting like on Instagram, those kind of things. As in the videos you see on pages for Instagram for like clubs, those kind of things. I've done that for. I've done like some videos for one of the clubs, and I have an account that I'm managing on TikTok for first-time restaurants.
Do clubs open every day?
Club, CrossFit club, yeah.
Do they open every day?
No, you know what happened? I approached a guy, and I told him that I do this. Then one day he told me to come and take some reels with him. Now I took, yeah.
Do clubs open? Do clubs open every day?
Yes.
And the last time you took Rius there was when?
2 weeks ago at for the restaurant that I took. Actually, for the restaurant I took. Actually, the main reason that made me to stop going to that restaurant is I was doing the job, but sometimes they were saying he needs to pay those kind of things after I post the videos. I was sending him the videos and then he posts them, but he doesn't want to pay. Those kind of things started happening. Yeah.
Were you doing it for money or are you doing it for experience?
I was doing it for experience and money because at that time, I did not have at that time I actually wanted to move out of the house and I did not have money.
Yeah,
actually, I did not have money.
Your parents had the money to pay for therapy, for what is the name of that stupid place they put people? Rehab. Your parents had the money for rehab.
Yeah. Hello.
So you stopped doing photography because your passion for photography was attached to money, not skill.
Not. Okay, what happened? He stopped sending. Okay, he did not have the money. Like now, I post a little bit, but sitting in nimeacha. Like after some time, and like this Saturday, I'm going back again to take some videos.
When you do that, share a link of your work after you do that, a fresh one next week. I want to see how that looks like. Not the old ones, the one you're going to do after today. Anytime after today. Then when are you going to Turkey?
If things go okay, is on September.
Okay. And how is your relationship with your father now that you're still staying in his house?
It's okay. We not argue most of the times. Like it's okay. We don't. After all those things happened, we managed to settle down. My mom maybe saw our mistakes and she stopped telling us those kind of. I've never had those kind of things from her again. The relationship is better.
But your father is still drinking.
Yes.
Your father is still drinking.
Okay, he's drinking, but not that much as.
But drinking was not a problem. He's been drinking as long as you can remember when you were 6 years old. So that was not an issue.
Yeah.
All right. So where do we go now from here? Just wait for Turkey. Is that what you're waiting for?
Yeah. Now that's my eager expectations because I'm waiting for that letter so that I understand them. I understand it better. I'm waiting for the letter from the university.
Okay. And you said you're gonna get 100%.
They said that it's 100%. Okay, there was 70, and it was 70% and 100. But you are saying if you do well on the test, you can get 100% scholarship. I don't know. I think I did well, and I was able to get the 100%.
And 100% means what? They're gonna cater for the tuition?
for the tuition fee, yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. But the 100% scholarship is the tuition fee. Yeah, the tuition fee, 100% of the tuition fee. So maybe the accommodation is on your part.
And how are you going to
Those kind of-
how are you going to manage accommodation in a foreign land?
So after going there, there are some several jobs. As in, the person who connected my parents said there are several jobs. So after some few semesters, maybe I can look for a job there, and I can do a job while I continue studying.
But you don't have a history of looking for jobs in your own city.
I have. See, I do photography.
Yeah. Every 2 weeks.
Actually, before I got,
Every 2 weeks.
Pardon?
You do photography every 2 weeks.
Not every. I've done it for like 1 year before stopping for 2 weeks. So I've done it from let's say 2 days on July. From last year, I started doing it last year, April there. April, July, let's say April. So I've done it for actually 1 year, if you can call it. I just paused these 2 weeks because of the issues of payment, but I'm resuming.
So the same person who is not paying you used to pay you for the past year, 2 years.
So he had some. He was paying well for that past 1 year, but now when you got to January, I did for him like many free jobs. After that, I did many, and then when I saw I was doing it for free, I told him first to clear that before he continued, of which he is about to clear. So I'm about to get back.
So I should stop worrying about you. Everything is good, jolly, right?
Yeah.
I should stop worrying about you. Everything is going well.
You.
So I'm the one reading too much into anything. You have everything under control.
Mambo bado. Nikungangana tu Jody.
I don't know that language. I don't know what that means. Nikungangana tu. I don't know what that means. You are either in or you are out.
Okay.
So kungangana, what does that mean?
The photography. I mean for the photography thing because I've even applied for higher education for that.
So that's where we are now. So we touch base when you are in Turkey or Cyprus in December, 3 months in.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Or we touch base before you leave in late August.
Before I leave, I can holler at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will stop worrying.
Sa.
Okay. Good luck with everything. At the end of all this, I still want you to succeed. I want you to wake up. I want you to grow the fuck up. I want you to be in control. I want you to worry yourself with things that concern you, not those that concern your parents or your father. I want you to be normal. But you are not demonstrating appetite for that. That is where my worry is coming from.
Yes.
So fix that. And then we talk after 3 months. You tell me how it goes. Okay?
Well, yes.
All right.
I'll call you at that time.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.